Hey, it's Monday, and I promised I would be live today to talk to you about what your energy is. Is it masculine or feminine? Now, what sparked this conversation in me and the interest in me, I must reiterate, was a question about maybe 4 weeks ago on my Five on Fridays that someone asked me. A woman asked me, she's 25 years old, and she asked me, on a first date, who pays? And me, with my generation, I said to her, the man pays. But then I thought about it and I said, no, 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 that's not really necessarily true. Who pays is the person with the masculine energy. That's who pays. And now, I'm going to elaborate just a little bit, but that is what's going on. The person with the masculine energy pays. And that is because we all have something inside that's opposite of what we present. And sometimes, for example, you've seen women before that are totally high powered women, and you ask them what they do, and they have a huge money making job, right? In corporate America, usually. Or they have their own company. And then, if they're in a relationship, sometimes both he and her are very successful. Together. And other times, she might be the breadwinner, and he might be doing what in the past men wouldn't do, like watch the children, stay at home dad. He's an artist at home. She pays the bulk of the bills. That kind of thing. What that means is usually, a lot of times, that is their energy is shifted. He's got the feminine energy, and that does not mean anything negative. And she has the masculine energy. If you ask any woman, most women my age, and that's not the conversation, who pays, they'll say the guy, because we were raised that way and our energy is that way. And if I went on a first date with someone I really liked and they asked me to pay, I'd be offended. Now, if the guy, my person, my husband, my man, every now and then for me to pay, I wouldn't care at all. But on a first date, in my opinion, the man pays. Or, if I'm in same sex, the person with the masculine energy pays. Or, not just pays, but does certain things. Because that's the energy and they feel comfortable doing that. They like it. I know some women that don't mind being the top earner. It's okay with them. But a part of them, and that the reason for that is they have that masculine energy. Now, if you're a single mom and you've got to do everything on your own, that's different. You might pay for stuff, provide, take care of, earn all the money. You have to. But if you are not that energy, if you really wish you can sit down and not do that, or really wish your guy would take you out and pay for it, and really wish you can call someone to come fix something for you, that's your female energy. That's a feminine energy. Now, there's a book, I think we all know about it, but the five love languages. You want to know that about yourself too. What is your love language? What do you like? What do you need? And with that book, you can kind of tell what your energy is. But really, the person who knows what your energy is you. And I think on this page somewhere, I put up a link that you guys could. I made this slide, a PowerPoint presentation of 32 slides of the reasons, what your energy is, what it looks like, and why, what it is. I learned this stuff when I was getting my doctorate. And I don't always put this stuff in my work when I'm on Facebook Live or anything, because it can be kind of heady. And I want you to understand it and know it. But if you got that slide, that PowerPoint presentation, you understand what your energy is and what your partner's energy is, and then how you guys can speak to the soul of each other. Because right now, I find with my clients, they're not speaking at all. They're not speaking honestly. They're not really, and I'll tell you why. Couples don't speak honestly to each other because they don't think they are enough. I don't care what they say. They don't think they're enough. So they make excuses as to why they're not honest, as to why they lie, or they lie by omission. They just don't say anything. And then when they're not happy, they don't talk about it still, and they hold it in. And then with time, they resent their partner. And it's a big, horrible relationship, or they break up, unnecessarily so. What people have to learn to do is love themselves enough to let their partner know who they are. That means what they like, what they don't like, what they need, and what they want. Couples, not every couple, don't get me wrong, but a lot of couples that I've dealt with will sit there right in my office with their partner and say, no, I don't tell her that because she might get upset. She might get mad at me. She might have hurt feelings. Da da that. And they're in my office for those same reasons. So if you think being honest with your partner is going to make him or her leave, you're with the wrong person. But also, you're not giving your partner a chance because they probably won't leave. They're dying to see and know who you really are. They really want to know who you are. What do you need? What do you like? What really makes you happy? You know, I've seen people, talk to people that have come to my office and say they don't like, just this is hypothetical. It's not even, I don't know. Just say they don't like football. A lot of women love football. I'm just using that because I don't like football, to watch it. They might say, I don't like football. Well, when football season comes, what are you doing on Sundays? Watching football, and Mondays, watching football with my partner. Are you liking it? No. Why are you there? Because they like it. Okay, here it goes. These moments that we have on this planet are so, so precious. They're not going to last long. And what you want to do is, if you don't like something and your guy likes it, or your woman likes it, and you don't like it for real, you have a little agreement. You know what? I don't like to spend every Sunday all day for 4 hours, 6 hours, I don't know, all day long on Sundays and watch football. I don't like that. But I know you like it, and I want to be with you. And you know, right next to you like you like me to be, but I don't really like it. So perhaps we can figure something out. Maybe once a month on a Sunday, I'll spend that time with you and watch football. But the other Sundays, I'll go do my own thing with my girls, on my own, go to the movies, whatever it might be. Because we don't want to spend our time on this planet wasting time. The universe has brought us here to expand and to grow. Yes, and to be together, but not to sacrifice our precious time in life for somebody else. I don't know how it sounds, but it's real. So we decide, we make an agreement. I remember I had this guy a couple years back. We were together for a little while, and but he did this. He was smart about this. He said, let's make an agreement. You know, sometimes you have events to go to, and I don't want to really go, or go to your friend's house, and I don't really want to go. But to support you, I'll do it X amount of times, and I expect or would like the same thing of you. Honey, that was so great. I went, oh, okay, we'll do it. And he and I did that, but not going places and seeming grumpy. Well, at the very end, he just started tripping. He seemed grumpy. But we did it. It was really, really worked. But we talked about it. What we didn't like, but we would do every now and then for each other, which was really, really nice. And he's very bright about that, about relationships, way back then. So I'm just saying, couples don't communicate. And another reason why they don't, because they don't know how to talk to their partner, who they're really talking to. When you're with your partner, you're talking to the soul of them. So when you're not communicating, it's not going what's going like this. That's because you're just talking to somebody, not to the soul of your partner. If you knew what their energy was and you spoke to that energy, that's a soul thing. So if you knew what their energy was and you spoke to the soul in a way that communicated with the soul, they would perk up and go, oh. And then the two of you would have great conversations. But you don't know the soul of your partner. You got to be aware, pay attention, listen, remove your ego, right? And also know what that is. It's the yin and yang. So I just wanted to get on board and say, do you know what your energy is, your dominant energy? Is it masculine or feminine? If it's masculine, certain things you like, you don't mind providing, you don't mind taking care of, you don't mind doing things. But don't get me wrong. This is either sex. It's just your energy is masculine or feminine. It doesn't mean one thing. So don't take it personally like it's negative, because it's not. It's a positive, just knowing what it is. When you know your energy, and then when people talk to you, you know what their energy is and whether you guys can meld or not. I know my energy. I'm feminine energy. And now, even though I'm assertive and I'm smart and I create and I forge ahead, I've been single for a long time. And so guess what? I've got to do things for myself. But when I'm in a relationship, which is not this very second, I'm totally, I'm me, but I'm still feminine. So because you have these attributes, it does not mean your energy is not feminine. But mine is really the girl feminine energy. That's what it is. So know your energy. And then whatever that is, tell your partner that's your energy. Don't hide it from them. And that doesn't make you vulnerable. It makes you love yourself, because you know you're worthy of saying who you are. This is me. You're beautiful, male or female, and you're totally enough. If you want to change and make some differences in your life, that's good. But because you want to, because you feel like you want to uplift and change your vibration or do something different, not to try to fit into someone's vibe. This life is your gift. You only have one that I know about. It's yours. You're here to expand and grow and be joyful and happy. That's why we're here. If you're not happy where you are, figure it out. If you can't find that joy, figure it out. If you need some help, figure it out. Because I have been seeing since a little while, people are just dropping like flies that I love. Well, not that many, but still, they're dying. I'm hearing about it. Just not long ago, someone on TV, Kate Spade, we love, I don't know about you, but I loved her stuff. But we don't know. It's all a mystery. So figure your life out as much as possible, but be okay with you. Love that inner child. Understand who he or she is, and then tell your partner. That way, you guys can communicate more effectively, and things for you are so much better for you alone, and then you and your partner, right? And that's the point. If you're with someone, you want to be honest and have an open, loving, open communication and a loving relationship. But you got to be honest and learn how to speak to the soul of your partner. And that's why it was so important for me today to get on here and say that. This morning I put that little thing up there, what's your energy, male and female, and then I'm talking about it. So you would ask yourself, what's your energy? You need any help? On this page somewhere, there's a link to download, and you get that. Anyway, I hope this helped you guys. Just to think about it, got your mind going. And plus, I love to be on live. Okay. Anyway, whoever's here, I don't know. Thank Lorraine and Samantha, but who's here? Thank you so much. But what is your energy? You want to really know about it? Get that 32 slide PowerPoint presentation that I have somewhere on my site. Download it, and it's great. And grow and learn. It's all about expansion and growth. Okay. Namaste.